Hungry people, what is going on? There's your boy, Michael Patrick Buckley. We're back here with another another video. So there's a an ongoing debate online about seed oils and even just oil in general. You even have like the people from, the high starch, high carb who are like, no oil, Esselstyn, McDougall, Goldhammer, Furman, Ornish, they're all like no oil. And then you have some of these like plant-based doctors who are pretty much saying like, hey, it's okay to have some oil. Like you're gonna be fine. It's healthy. It's actually protective against cardiovascular disease. And then on the flip side, you have these people who are like pro meat and carnivore and keto, and they're like, oil's killing you. It's like the seed oils are the cause of disease around the world, and like you're saturating your tissues with this poison and you're just toxifying yourself, and this light right here is in my face and it's annoying me. But yeah, I mean, you pretty much get the point. So there's like this constant battle online. Now, who do you trust? Where do you go to for correct information? And we're going to get to that at the end. But first off, I'm not going to be reacting to a video. I'm just going to be sort of talking about a video from Simon Hill. If you guys don't know Simon, he's the Proof, formerly known as Plant Proof, but now he's just the Proof. I think he is vegan. Not like, in my opinion, not that really matters. But mainly plant-based, I know for a fact. And he's a nutritionist or a physiologist or something to that regard. I think he does have his master's in nutrition now or whatever. But you guys didn't approve. I mean, he's all over social media, YouTube, Twitter. Like his page is popping. Good dude. And he's all about evidence and studies. And there's a fine line with that kind of stuff. But anyways, he has a lot of phenomenal and good evidence in support of seed oils being good for your health and actually lowering your risk of certain kind of diseases. And he put out a video about a couple weeks ago, early in February, talking about, or actually debunking, Paul Saladino on his claims that like seed oils are, causing lipid peroxidation and it's increasing your chance of heart disease and all this kind of stuff. And he has a video online here. I'll put it in the comment section below, debunking that and just, going over reasons why that's not the case. How we have observational research and we have meta-analysis and like randomized controlled trials pretty much showing that more linoleic acid in your blood, which you get in seed oils and oils in general, having that in your blood and your tissues actually is shown to have a lower risk of cardiovascular events. So it's just like, this constant back and forth of what's right and what's wrong. And it's really annoying. But that video, Simon does a phenomenal job going through all that and taking us down the path of why it's okay, that you're gonna be fine to have some seed oils. And it's funny because actually, I wonder if I can even pull this tweet up. I put it on my story of a guy who tweeted something to the fact of like, you're gonna have these oils in your body for more than 7 years. Here's how you detoxify these oils. Yeah, it's just okay. Here it goes. Seed oils cause brain damage, make you fat, and turn into cellulite. Even worse, they stick around in your body for over 7 years, even if you stop eating them today. But if you want to speed up that process, read this secret tip. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous saying that. And is that true? I don't know for a fact if that is true, whether if you have some kind of oil, if it's going to be in your body for 7 years. I did just mention, and even Simon mentioned, that having more linoleic acid in your tissues, like I'm sure it is in your tissues, so it's probably going to be in your body. I'm not saying that you need to detox that out of your body, but I'm sure to some extent, there is going to be some of it in your body, and your body's going to use it for whatever means necessary. But to say that kind of stuff and to think that like seed oils are the downfall of mankind, I mean, it's just ridiculous, right? So, getting to what I was saying earlier, now, I it's not, from what I'm seeing, at least with people that I'm surrounded with, and what I see on a day-to-day basis, and what people are eating and stuff. I don't see like people pouring seed oils all over their food, right? Like even when I cook, if I cook some vegetables, I use a little bit of olive oil. It does enhance the flavor, it enhances the taste. Um, it even helps your body absorb the vitamins and nutrients from the vegetables a little bit better, which is helpful. So including a little bit of oil with the food, or even just a little bit of fat in general with your food, is beneficial in my opinion. And once again, I don't like who's just dumping all like seed oils in their body, right? Like, okay, maybe you in their body on their food. Maybe you go to the store, you get a protein bar, you get a granola bar, you get, granola or some kind of snack or cereal, whatever. There's a lot of times there probably is some sort of oil in that. And I will say that's annoying. It's annoying. Like, I don't like, you can't taste it. It may enhance the flavor, or may just be like a binder or a filler. I don't know. It's annoying. You shouldn't like eat your food and there's oil and everything, right? Like, why do they got to put oil in everything? It's annoying. Let's be honest. So I do think restricting those kind of foods to some extent could be beneficial. But really, at the end of the day, I think it's more of and AJ would agree with me on this. He's actually pretty much kind of the one who led me down this path. It's like, how do you feel? So when you eat certain kind of foods, like, how do you actually feel? Like, right, like you're eating a protein bar, there's all this other bullshit in it anyways, but it's the seed oil's fault. But still, how do you feel after you eat that? If you have granola, oh my gosh, I feel like shit, it must be the seed oils in the granola that's causing all my issues. There's bullshit, and there's chemicals in everything. Like, if you eat processed food, for the most part, there's probably going to be other bullshit in it. So, but at the end of the day, you eat certain kind of foods. How do you feel after eating those foods? Do you feel sloppy? Do you feel lazy? Do you feel like you just want to fall asleep and go to bed? Or do you feel energized? Do you feel like, man, I could go freaking run a marathon now? Or how do you feel after you eat anything? And I think it's important to pay attention to that. And I don't even know if people know or realize that. They don't. So, I mean, we can sit here all day and we can cherry pick studies, and we can say, oh my gosh, seed oils suck. Seed oils are the best. They prevent cardiovascular disease. No. Eat more saturated fat. Eat less PUFAs. Eat more of this, right? That's, I mean, that's what's so annoying, right? Because everyone has a study for everything. So that's where you come, like that's where feeling good. And how do you look? How does your, like, do you have muscle? Do you have more fat? Do you have like all this kind of stuff? Do you feel hydrated? I mean, just there's so many factors, right? Other than just like looking at a study and being like, oh, blah, 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 this says this, so maybe I shouldn't do that. But like, at the same time, we do need those studies. They're important to show long-term health outcomes. And that should help you lead you down a certain path, right? So yeah, how do you feel? I mean, really, how do you feel when you eat anything? You have a steak. How do you feel? You eat fruit. How do you feel? Are you starving after? How do you feel? Like, how do you feel? It's really about yourself. And I know you're not gonna get the answer out of me, like, oh, what's like the cellular biology and the endothelial and all that stuff looks like, right? Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to give you that. Like, it would be interesting to see that and to know, like, long term, like what your cells look like. You hear guys like DTM, the Corona, guys like in the detox world, where it's really all about, cellular health and what's going on within the cells, and your cells are communicating, they're talking and stuff. And um, I think like over consuming that kind of stuff, I do question the cells, and if they are like more binded, like I feel like you do want them to be like more loose and free flowing and that kind of stuff. And I do think that, like, obviously, no one's sitting here saying that you need to like increase the shit out of your oil consumption. That's not what anyone's saying. Like, even in the video, Simon's like, I'm not even recommending that you have oil. But if you do, he's even saying like, I eat olive oil. I don't eat seed oils or vegetables. I eat olive oil. And well, he doesn't eat olive oil. He like puts it on his food. But the whole point is that when you replace saturated fats with more polyunsaturated fats, that your cardiovascular disease outcomes tend to get better, and you are less likely to have a heart attack. And this is pretty much what they're saying now from the carnivore community. And the other side, they won't say that. They'll say the opposite. So, and they'll say, oh, like if you decrease saturated fat, you're gonna have like brain damage. Like, yeah, like what that guy was saying, you're gonna be what's the term? I'm blanking. Yeah, like you're not gonna be able to function at 75 or think, or your brain's not gonna work. So yeah, it's just really annoying. It's really annoying. So what's up? How do you feel? That's a really important question to ask yourself, versus just blaming everything on seed oils. That's what these people are doing. And it's ridiculous, because seed oils are not, I don't want to say that they're the poison that everyone's saying they are. If you overdo it, it can be a poison, right? But who's saying to overdo it? Not me. Not anyone that I follow. No one's saying that you go to a baseball game and you get French fries with a hot dog, that like that's healthy for you. There's also a lot of trans fat in that too. So, but like that probably is higher in PUFAs, higher in MUFAs. So you could blame that, but no one's saying to like go eat that stuff. So yeah, it is kind of funny though. I saw one of the plant-based dudes the one day post like Cheerios being healthier than eggs or something. That one did confuse me a little bit. So there is just a lot of wild, crazy stuff out here, although I feel like if I ate Cheerios, I'd feel fine. I'd feel pretty good, actually. I remember I ran 7 miles or 8. No, I ran 8 miles at like a 7-minute 19-second pace, I think, something like that. Most miles I've ever ran that fast. And before that, I had cereal probably like 2 or 3 hours before. Because I was like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to eat dinner, because I actually went golfing, or I didn't go golfing. I went to the driving range, and then I wanted to get a run after. So I did that. I was like, oh, I gotta eat beforehand, because like it's gonna be freaking 7 hours or 6 hours before I eat again. So I ate. And I had a pretty damn good run. So I love cereal, low key. I am like weird. I am wary of, the fucking bullshit that's in it though, and the chemicals and the preservatives and all that shit. Like I get it. It sucks. It's annoying. I usually don't buy cereal that has oil in it. Like I usually buy like the lower fat one. Like the one that's sort of, you could argue it's all processed, but like has less ingredients, that's like quote unquote maybe somewhat more natural. But yeah, so anyways, that's a great video from Simon Hill. Seed oils, they're not the detriment that everyone's claiming them to be, but they can be if you let it be. And if you're overeating calories, boom. So, or if you're overeating calories because of seed oils, there you go. That's also an issue. So everyone just wants to blame seed oils. It's the cop out for every disease nowadays, and it's just ridiculous. I don't want to really consume them myself. If you want to consume them, I would say, you got to be wary, and you should maybe reduce other foods because, you could gain some weight. Or you just lower your calories. It's just like a give and take. So, but when I have, like, if I go to a restaurant, there's probably like veggie oil or seed oils in it. Like, I take it all into account. On meal by meal, I take it all into account. I'm also very active. I go to the gym. I'm fucking ripped. So, so like for me, I feel like my body can use it a little better. Um, but anyways, yeah. So seed oils, guys. I'll be back to talk more about seed oils. So this is not going anywhere. But um, let me know your thoughts on seed oils. What you have to say about it. Would love to hear more. Or veggie oils in general, veggie and seed oils, and we can have a discussion about that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. I feel like I was a bit all over the place here. It's just hard sometimes because I have so many thoughts about this, and I like just jump back and forth, and I'm so energized about it, and I just want to like keep talking about it. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna be it for right now. Guys, stay up, be great, always keep it 100.